Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If your Poshmark sales are slower than usual and you're feeling a little down, then you came to the perfect video because today I am going to talk to you all about 5 things that you should do if your Poshmark sales are slow. So if you don't know me, I'm Joelle and I resell on Poshmark. I've been reselling for about a year now, and I am also diving into Instagram. And personally, my sales have been very slow for, I'd say, a few weeks. I have not been getting my usual daily sales, and I was getting down on myself for a little bit, but I decided to make this video and come up with some strategies to either get your sales up and running again, or just to do some productive stuff that you might not have time to do when you're getting your usual sales. So the first thing that you should do is either host a sale or send out some really good offers that you normally wouldn't send out. So for this first week of November, I have decided to host a name your price sale. And this is where you message buyers. A lot of times you'll message past likers or past buyers that have bought from your store and let them know that they can send offers on any items that they want to. So basically they determine the price rather than you determining the price. I have seen a lot of resellers on YouTube host these types of sales, and they said that they were very successful. I have definitely seen a lot more traffic come to my closet, and I have had a sale already. And I don't know if everyone has it yet, but Poshmark has a new update where you could do a bulk commenting feature on people's bundles. So you can sort through past likers or past buyers and you can message them all at once. So it's just like that bulk sharing feature where you do have to click each individual item. So for me, I had to click on each individual user, and that was the time consuming part. But once I got the message out to everyone about the name your price sale, it took maybe 15 minutes to send. Sometimes all a potential buyer needs is just a little extra discount. So if you send out good offers or host a sale, that could be the traffic that your closet needs to get back to those frequent sales. The second thing that you should do if your Poshmark sales are slow is to get rid of that death pile. If you're a part-time or full-time reseller, I know you have one. We all have one. I definitely have a huge one in my closet, and I have been working on taking a lot of extra photographs to get rid of it. And you don't even have to list all of your death pile. You just need to start getting rid of it, and to start doing that, you need to start taking photographs. Personally, that's my least favorite part about listing. I love the descriptions. I love doing the categories and the titles, getting that search engine optimization up. But photographing is the part that I struggle with the most. Death piles can be really overwhelming. Personally, I just think you need to take it one step at a time, one item at a time. I have started doing items that are easier to photograph first, just so that I can get back into the swing of things with photographing. But I think that it can be a really cleansing thing to just get rid of that giant pile of clothes that you have been waiting to list. The third thing that you should do if you're experiencing slow sales on Poshmark is to still be active on the app. You cannot neglect Poshmark when you're not getting the sales, because that is going to make even less people come to your closet. So the 2 best things that you can do to stay active on Poshmark is sharing and listing. Like I said before, I have had a slow couple weeks on Poshmark, but I still share my closet the same amount of times that I would as if I am making daily sales. And I might not be getting as much traffic to my closet, but I am still getting a little bit. And that is traffic that I probably wouldn't be getting had I not been sharing. You might not be getting a lot of traffic for whatever reason. It could be prices or listing, or maybe it's just a slow month in general for resellers. But no matter what, you cannot neglect the app, because sharing and listing on Poshmark is, I'd say, the #1 way to get sales. The fourth thing you should do if you have slower sales is to reorganize. This could be maybe curating your Poshmark closet if you have the time, or reorganizing your inventory space. I did this about a week ago. I reorganized my Poshmark closet, specifically my shoe racks and my purse area. I had clothes that were just piled in the boxes that needed to be hung up. My shoe rack was very disorganized along with my accessories, and it was just really cleansing for me to dedicate some time to reorganize. Obviously, reorganizing your closet is not going to make you any money, but it will just be a refreshing thing to have a new, clean space. Also for me, it was a great way to kind of keep my mind off of the fact that I wasn't getting my usual sales. You definitely shouldn't beat yourself up too much if you are doing everything you can to get sales, but those numbers aren't showing up. So for me, being able to clean my closet and reorganize my space was a good way to just keep my mind off of those things and be proud of myself for doing something that is still related to my part-time reselling. The fifth thing that you should do if you have slow sales on Poshmark is to relist your old items. I'm sure that you all have heard this piece of advice in a lot of YouTube videos if you like to watch them, but I'm here to give you yet another reminder that it is so important to relist. I think this is important if you're having slow sales because relisting these old items puts new eyes on your closet. At least 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes more, I will go through my old listings and just see which ones I can make copies of and relist. If I'm not mistaken, Poshmark will show them as new items if the original listing has been listed for 90 or more days. So you definitely need to be mindful of how long an item has been listed. But I have experienced a lot of success relisting old items. I have gotten a lot of likes on new items and I've made a few sales actually off of relisted items. Also, sometimes when you go through those old listings, you realize that you maybe forgot to include some important things in the title or some important keywords. I just think that relisting old items can be very refreshing to your closet in general. It brings new traffic in, you could add more stuff to that listing, maybe you can even change the price. Overall, it is something that is not very time consuming and definitely has been proven to be effective. All right, if you are still here, I have a bonus point to tell you all if you're experiencing slow sales, and that is to not beat yourself up. Poshmark, along with other online reselling platforms, have a lot of months that tend to be more successful than others for resellers. If you have heard about summer slowdown, you know that that can be a real thing. My first half of summer was really successful, but then once I got to mid-July to early August, it was so slow. But if you do watch resellers on YouTube or you're a part of Facebook groups for Poshmark, you will see that other people are experiencing this. So just know that it's not always your fault. And like I said in a point earlier, you should just continue being on Poshmark and being active on the app as if you are making those daily sales. And I promise you, if you continue sharing and listing and doing everything that you need to do to get sales, those sales will come eventually. Also, as I said earlier, holding my sale this week has already brought that traffic back to my closet that I have been missing out on for a couple of weeks. So I continued to do my daily Poshmark routine of sharing my closet and still listing, and although I wasn't getting that traffic a couple weeks ago, I'm starting to get it back. So I'm seeing all of that pay off. So again, don't get down on yourself and just keep doing your thing, and I promise you those sales will come. And before I go, I ask that you all consider checking out my Instagram account. I will have a thrift store on there where I will be posting weekly drops. It'll be a bidding process where the bid for an item starts at a pretty low price, and people will comment to get those bids up. Instagram will be where I sell a lot of those unique vintage items that are kind of hard to search for on Poshmark. So I have a lot of Christmas sweaters, a lot of old vintage brands, a lot of cool dresses and skirts, and a lot of other unique items that I will be posting soon. So my first drop will be sometime in the next couple weeks. I'm hoping the 2nd or 3rd week of November. So if you all want to go check it out, I would really appreciate that. And now we are at the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all for the next one.